Hi everybody, how are you doing? Gosh, it's over, Christmas. I know some of you are probably going to be going, hallelujah. I've got a few subscribers who are not into Christmas, so I hope you've managed to avoid it to the best of your ability and have enjoyed doing what you like doing. And the rest of you who do love Christmas, I hope you've had the most fantastic time with your family. It has been a really, really good one. Hectic, but good. I do question sometimes whether I like Christmas myself, because it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I adore having my family round and I like eating. There's always plenty of eating goes on, but it's just so manic and it's quite stressful and it's really, really hard work. So it's always nice to kind of come out the other side, I think, isn't it? And just have a little bit of downtime and a bit of quiet before New Year kicks in, and yeah, and all the New Year's resolutions that we start and then fail. Have you got any New Year's resolutions that you're going to keep this year? I've got one or two, I have to say. In fact, on the 9th of January, I think it is, I'm starting a detox program. I'm not going to go into it now, but it's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I thought there's no time like New Year, is there? So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, enough about that. Back to Christmas. I must have been a good girl this year because I've got some fantastic presents. Nothing's had to go back. I mean, wow, that's a first in our house. What about you guys? I hope you've had some lovely gifts too. Let me know in the comments. Have you had to send yours back? I hope not. I hope they've all been successful buys. I've taken inspiration from a gift that my mum and dad got Mark this year, actually, and they bought him a beautiful John Smedley sweater. Now, if you're not familiar with John Smedley, it's kind of a British institution. It's a real high-end knitwear manufacturers, and they are based in Matlock. So I thought I'd bob down there because it's a really, really beautiful drive out. Although I have to say, it's looking really grim now. I left the house in glorious sunshine and clear blue skies, and it's pretty foggy and quite eerie out here. Hopefully it clears up by the time I get there.
Beneath the shadows of this quiet town, I see you there, your feathers on the ground. Your eyes are heavy with the weight of the world. What's in the life you never could afford? Even if
Well, I've arrived. The weather was really, really rubbish on the way over. It was what we used to affectionately refer to as pea soup in the aviation industry. But it's not too bad now here in this little valley, but it's not the nicest of days.
although you're earthbound.
There's been a cotton factory here since 1783. It wasn't always owned by Smedley. It was originally built by Peter Nightingale, who was the great uncle, I believe, of Florence Nightingale. Correct me if I'm wrong. 1784. So that's when John Smedley took over. These weren't the original buildings that Peter Nightingale built. I think they've obviously expanded over the years. Let's have a look across here. Lots of it's quite derelict, actually. I'm surprised about that. Obviously, some of this is disused, and it's just the side over here that is still where they produce their goods. Anyway, the factory shop is just down here, so let's go and have a look, shall we? See if we can pick up some bargains. Let's have a look-see. So this is what John Smedley's most famous for, this polo style top. These are long sleeve ones. How much are they? £55. What's this? Oh, a little leaflet. I'll take one of these. Find some bits out that I've probably not learnt. Yeah, so these are the short sleeve polos. Probably wrong time of year just now for these, but they're lovely in the summer. British summer when it's just not that warm. But they look really, really smart. What are they? £45. Some fantastic colours. They've got every colour in the rainbow. Okay, look at the ladies. To be fair, it's not really my style, but definitely for Mark, he loves the stuff. These are some great photographs. Oh God, look at all the workers there. And the old advertisements. Gosh, some of these are brilliant. Oh, fantastic. What's that? Lingerie. Gosh. I love looking at old photographs. I hope these are coming across all right on the camera. Got such a history here. It really, really has. And there's the original Johns. So this is King George V paying a visit.
Hello, you alright?
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank goodness for mobile phones. I've picked up a couple of jumpers for Mark and I forgot my purse. What a plonker. But fortunately I've got my cards on my phone. So that alleviated the embarrassment, didn't it? But it was quite interesting. There was a lady in there and she was just asking if they still spin the wool here, and he said they don't. That's done mainly in Italy now, although the fabric then does come back here and all the garments are made here, so at least that's kind of stayed in house. I think the nice thing is that it's a family business. It's been in the family for so many, I think it's the 8th generation now. Yeah, so 1784 was it, did I say, where it all began, and I think there were 4 generations of guys called John Smedley. So they certainly kept the name alive. The gentleman that runs it now, who is still part of the family, he's called Ian. After all those years of naming your son John, you think they could have come up with something a little bit more exciting than Ian. Not that there's anything wrong with Ian. It's a perfectly good name, but yeah, you'd have thought maybe Maximilian, something like that. So I'm just walking down here. You can't really go into the works or anything, unfortunately. Those are the cottages up there, which would have been the industrial housing. But this would have been a real hive of industry back in the day. In fact, there was some photographs in there of King George V when he came and paid a visit here. So yeah, it's clearly been an extremely successful business through the decades, through the centuries. And look, they're moving with the times. We've got John Smedley electric charging points. I'm going to go back to the car. I will show you the purchases that I've made for Mark. I don't think I paid as much as what I was expecting to, actually. There must have been an offer on them. So it's always nice, isn't it, when you go to the till and something rings up cheaper than what you anticipated. You always feel like running away quick just in case you've made a mistake or they change their mind. So, yes, let's get back to the car and then we will head into Matlock. Yeah, so what did I pay? I can't see, I've not got my glasses on. Let's have a look. Yeah, he said £55 each for those. And I paid, no, sorry, I didn't get a discount. So I bought a shirt and a cardigan. So the shirt was £55 and the cardigan was £40. So that's a cardigan, which was £40. And like I say, I mean, they sell these in, they've got franchises in Harvey Nichols, in flannels, you know, it is the top quality stuff. And these would be what, 150 full price, something like that, maybe more, I'm not sure. But that's lovely. That's actually a similar colour to the jumper that my mum bought Mark for Christmas, and he looks very dashing in it. And I got him this. So Smedley are more well known for their polo tops. Now this is a long sleeved polo one, but Mark's been wearing these quite a lot recently with the few buttons, and they're nice, especially when you're going into spring and autumn and what have you. It's oh, we got a free feather with that one. There we go, little feather. But that was the £55 one, so he'll be very happy, and then I'll tell him that he's got to refund me, so I won't be so happy. Actually, it was quite interesting looking at all the pictures and the details of the history of the place. One of the things that I didn't realise is that they used to make lingerie, underwear, knitted pants. Not quite sure what I think about wearing knitted pants, but John Smedley are responsible for producing the first pair of long johns. Long johns were a staple in our family home when I was growing up. You'd never ever catch my dad going to a football match without wearing a pair of long johns. So they may have well come from John Smedley. Probably more Marks and Spencers these days, but yeah, quite interesting to know that they originate from here, and that's obviously where the name John came from. I didn't know that, so I've learned something today. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed that. Anyway, I'm going to head over to Matlock now, and we'll have a walk around the town and see what's on offer there. Obviously, Matlock's kind of known a little bit as the seaside town without the sea. So there are arcades and things. There's also the Heights of Abraham, which is a cable car which takes you up quite high up. Well, obviously it takes you high up, doesn't it, if it's a cable car? But it takes you to a park on the top of the hill. I'm not entirely sure that's worth doing today, just because it is so foggy. It's, yeah, pea soup. Come on, let's go. Well, I've got parked up, and my God, it is super busy. Everybody's come to Matlock today, it would appear. I bet it's lovely down here at night with the Christmas lights up down that little walkway. This stunning bridge, this is gorgeous. Matlock is really well known as being a spa town. It was kind of quite a high society thing back in the day, wasn't it? I think it dates back as far as 1698, something like that. I might be totally off the mark with that. But yeah, members of the royal family would come here and make use of the hot springs. In fact, the Romans, they mined and also made use of the hot springs. This is where I've just walked through Hall Leys Park. It was officially opened by King George V on the 23rd of June 1911. Oh no, it wasn't opened by him, it was opened to celebrate his coronation. Sorry. Must learn to read properly. Ah, look here. Flood Heights. Gosh, Sunday the 8th of December 1960 and Thursday the 9th of December 65. My God, that is taller than me. I say this all the time, but cars really spoil stuff. You try to get nice B-roll and nice footage of places, and you've just got traffic continuous and flipping car alarms like that one.
Anybody knows what one is.
How nice would it have been back in the day when there were no cars? It'd be lovely just to go back for one day. Now this is a proper antique store. generally go in the antique shop, I must admit, but it's I've got a big rucksack on my bag, and I know I'll probably take half the things down with me. Just looking in this rug shop here. Afghan elephant foot. That does not seem a lot of money, £299. That's a lovely rug. Reindeer. Oh, it's Rudolph. It's Dasher and Dancer. That's a bit inappropriate, isn't it? Having reindeer hide when they've just delivered all our Christmas presents. Outrageous. I was just going to say, I like those two deer for the £2,500. I don't like them that much. Anyway, let's go in and have a quick look round. I feel like I've spent my life in antique centres. Is it? So there's obviously lots of little individual antique dealers in here. They've all got their own little area. It's a nice chair. Like this. Not so keen on the paint on it, but that would probably look quite nice if it was finished well. I don't know what to do with it, like, but I like it. Ooh, Moulin. I didn't realise that was that old. So they sell this stuff, but it's kids' stuff, isn't it? I didn't realise it was a particularly old brand, but what do I know? They're like architectural stuff, garden things. Ooh, quilts. I went through a phase of quilting. I ended up on a quilt making course by mistake, and yeah, got a bit obsessed with quilt making. So random. But they are lovely. Let's have a look at these LPs. Gosh, some 80s. Don McLean. Joan Armour Trading. Love Joan Armour Trading. That is one of my favourite songs, Willow. Now these are nice. This is my type of thing. They're kind of quite French, aren't they? Little ensconces for at the side of the door. Stick a candle on them. They look lovely. Oh my God! Tickets, please. They used to have those on the buses when I was little. Oh my God, I'm showing my age now. See, these are lovely in your garden. They just, yeah, add a bit more interest, don't they? Anyway. I have succumbed and I have purchased an LP. I bought Mark, last year I bought him a record player because he's really into his old vinyl, but I forgot to get him speakers, so he's had to wait a year, and this year I bought him a speaker. But I bought him some old LPs as well. Just for nostalgia more than anything, kind of ABC Lexicon of Love, which is an incredible album. But I've just bought in there the Joan Armour Trading, which has got a couple of my favourite songs on Willow and Love and Affection. So that will be our entertainment this evening. It's actually really nice to see such a small town as busy as what it is here. It's really bustling. I know it's Saturday and Christmas holidays and stuff like that, but even still, it's got a nice little feel about it. Plenty of people mulling around, going out for lunch, which I have to say, something I want to grab some food. I'm starving. I'm really, really hungry. I wonder what we can do. There's lots of little cafes. This is a sweet little garden, actually. I don't know what this is for. It's very pretty. Seems very clean and well kept around here. It's the heart of Matlock. It was from here at Bank Road that cable trams used to travel to one of the 30 hydros on Matlock Bank. I've just come and sat back in the car. I couldn't be bothered to go into a cafe. I nipped him into Costco, and I've got a coffee and a piece of flapjack. I don't know what it is. I think I've not got my mojo today. I I think I'm having turkey withdrawal because I've not had it for a few hours. I'm probably going to have to go home soon and have another turkey sandwich because it's, yeah, my body's craving it clearly. Anyway, I'm just going to have this coffee and recharge my batteries a little bit, and I'm going to head up the road a little bit further and nip to Matlock Bath, which is the part which is known as the seaside without the sea, because there's all the amusement parks and stuff like that. It's quite a favourite with bikers as well, Matlock Bath, and it's usually quite a sight seeing them all parked up. Not sure if there'll be any there today. And is it a summer thing? I mean, are you guys fair weather bikers? You tell me, I don't know. But I can imagine it's more of a summer day out trip going to Matlock Bath as opposed to between Christmas and New Year when it's foggy and, let's face it, just a little bit drab. It's one of them days that it's really weird feeling. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to finish my coffee and then we're going to head up. So I'm in Matlock Bath now, and I've just parked in the Pavilion car park. So this was built in 1910. It was just purely as an entertainment and leisure venue for the town, but it's yeah, they've restored it, but it still looks a little bit grotty, to be honest. It now houses the Peak District Lead Mining Museum. The poet Lord Byron described this place as Little Switzerland because of the small houses peeping out on the hillside. It is stunning, and I have to say the fog and mist hanging over there does make it feel quite atmospheric. It really does have a seaside feel about it round here. You can smell fish and chips and obviously all the amusement arcades. I feel a bit sad that I'm on my own. It's the type of place you want to just nip in and have a drink and what have you, but I don't like sitting in bars on my own, so I'll just walk. I'll just take a nice steady walk. There's a little riverside walk down here, but along the riverbank where I'm just walking, this is where they do some of the light parade at this time of year. I'm not sure if they've already done it. I just overheard somebody saying it was a Boxing Day thing, but they light up lots of boats and they all just sail down the river. I can imagine that's a really lovely thing to see, especially if you can do it by cable car. But Lovers Walk, I definitely shouldn't be on my own walking on here. I wonder which way is Lovers Walk. Not sure. Oh, there's a park down that, so that must be the after bit. So look at this way. Oh, actually it tells you here, Lovers Walks. Lovers Walks is known to have been in existence since 1742, and it is believed to be the oldest continuously used public pleasure ground in the country. The original park was a riverside path, quarter of a mile long, which was reached by boat. It led to the Cascades, a natural waterfall from a thermal spring, which can be seen today from the southern end of this park. So we are there. I don't feel like I'm doing Matlock and Matlock Bath justice, to be fair. I think I'm gonna have to come back on another day and perhaps take in a little bit more of the surrounding area. It's beautiful. So you can just see up there the cable car wires. I'm gonna have to come back and take Edward on that. I'm sure he would love it. It's quite a steep path up here. I'm gonna have a meander up. There looks to be lots of steps. It might not be. I might regret it actually. These nature walks are to be used entirely at your own risk. Young children must be accompanied. by an adult. Yeah, do I want to go up there? When I was looking up details about things to do around Matlock, there is a really, really well-known walk called Giddy Edge. I'm out of breath, this is really steep, sorry. And it was installed by the Victorians, and they there's a wrought iron handrail around a very, very sheer edge. And do you know what, I'm just looking up here, I don't think I'm going to get any further. There's a tree there which looks like it has bore the brunt of this week's high winds. I have to say, I'm quite thankful for that. I'm glad I can't go any further. Well, I can jump over it, but let's see, let's have a look. Yeah, I can get up here. This is going to be a cracking view if there were no trees. I want that house. My mum, and I have to say a few of my lovely subscribers will be telling me off now. You shouldn't be walking up there on your own. And do you know what, you're probably right. It looks like it's going to be worth it though. I'm going to stop here because 1, I'm knackered, and 2, I don't know where it leads to, and it's daft me. It's just starting to go a little bit dark, and the last thing I want to do is kind of start wandering a path that I don't know. You see, I'm being sensible. I am being sensible. But do you know what? It's fab up here. If there were no trees, it would be probably one of the most spectacular views. There you go, that's a new word. Spectacular views. I will see if you can see it.
I had a big dog, and I've got him one of these ones, like a big like.
No comment. There's some very strange things in this shop. Oh my word. No comment. That was the weirdest shop I've ever been in. It is just idyllic today. I was moaning about the fog and the mist, but it actually just makes it feel so much more special. Seeing the smoke coming out the chimneys of the houses. It's beautiful. Matlock Bath is beautiful. There are lots of families having a lovely, lovely time. The kids in the amusements, but just the walk down the front. There's so much to do. Yeah, but if you do come, just avoid that weird shop. It promised so much in that beautiful building. Back in the car, I have to say, shattered. I really need to find my vlogging mojo again. It feels ages since I've done kind of like a proper one and not just daft Christmassy things. But do you know what? Really enjoyed it today, and I do kind of wish that Edward and his dad had have been here with me, because I know they would have loved it, although there would have been a bit too much of a distraction for me, and I probably wouldn't have got as much vlogging done as what I have done. Whether it's any good, I absolutely don't know, because it's been a disastrous day. I've run out of battery on my GoPro. My handle for my GoPro has broke, so I've literally been walking around holding, in fact I'll show you, because I'm filming on my phone now because my battery's gone. So I've been I can't get out my plumbing pocket. Let me find it. Here we go. Here we are. I've been filming holding it on a clip. I use this clip in the car sometimes. So yeah, not ideal at all. But hopefully it's worked. But all the nice shots and stuff that I'd got planned, I couldn't do because I didn't have a tripod or anything to stand my GoPro on. So yes, from that side of things, it's been pretty disastrous, but from being somewhere lovely, it's been an absolute win. Matlock, lovely, lots of charity shops, which is great. I don't mind a charity shop, but sometimes there's just too many, isn't there? Let's face it. Matlock Bath, really, really lovely. Probably too many chippies and shops selling weird things. But yeah, other than that, really beautiful area, very, very scenic. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, actually. Hope the vlog turns out all right with everything transpiring against me, but hey ho, we'll see when we get around the editing part of things. Yeah, please like and subscribe. That was very forceful, wasn't it? Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. Costs you nothing, helps me out millions. Right, so I'm gonna head back home now and have a turkey sandwich because, oh God, I'm gonna be eating turkey for a month.